class. This little video is to help you get started with your In the Lab assignment. Now, in the lab, you will apply what you have learned in the chapter project. Your In the Lab assignment is on page HTML 83. You notice that the instructions say that you enjoy volunteering and decide to prepare a web page announcement such as the one shown in figure 247 to promote the latest food drive. So when you complete your assignment, it should look like figure 247 in your browser. Now, you're going to create a new HTML file in Notepad++. And you notice I have Notepad++ opened, and it's going to have the title Lab 2.1 within the title tags. Now, it does not tell you, you're supposed to know, that you have to define the structure of your web page. So, looking back in your text, you would know, and maybe you saved this as a template. And if you did, you would open it up and not have to retype this text, this HTML code again. So you've got to put in your doc type, HTML. I'm going to leave a blank line there. Your HTML. I want that in all caps. Your head tag and your meta tag. Now we put our title. There's the opening tag. Our title is Lab 2.1 and your closing title tag. Close your head. Leave a blank line. Opening body tag. Then I'm going to go ahead and just space down and put my closing body tag and my closing HTML tag. Okay? All of my code then should be below the body, the opening body, and above the closing body tag. Next step tells us to add the donations.jpg image file. Now, when you see an extension, that's the part of the file name after the .jpg, that is an image file. So that file, donations.jpg, are in the folder of the files that you downloaded from the textbook website. You're going to use that file, and it tells us the width is 272 and the height 277, and we want to place the image on the left side of the web page and use the color green for both headings, Community Food Bank and Participating Stores. Now, we don't have to have a header to put our image in, but if we have a header, it gives us more flexibility because we can change the font to just what's in the header and not affect the rest of our web page. So let's add a header. And on the next line, and it helps to indent, let's put our code for adding the image, img src equals, in quotes, the name of your file, donations.jpg, the extension for our image. And the width, the instructions tell us, is 272 in quotes, and the height is 272 quotes. Alt is very important that you add your alt tag. People with disabilities can read this tag, food donation. Whoops, excuse me, typo. So if you have a typo, just backspace. About this alt attribute for just a minute. This alt attribute, food donations, should be descriptive of what your image would look like. People with visual impairments use readers that would read this text to them. And also, you can see this text while you're waiting for your image to load. So, alt attributes, very important. Still inside our header, we're going to add a H1 heading 1 style. Now the H1 style is going to be used so we can get community food bank like shown on the picture. But we could be just H1, but we want to change the color. So we do H1 style equals, color is in quotes, semicolon, green, close quotes, community food bank, close the H1 tag, and then we're going to close our header. Okay. I think it's a good idea for us to save now. Let's don't wait till we get all the way to the end of the assignment. Let's save now, code a little, test a lot, save often, and then we're going to review, we're going to view our web page in our browser to see how it looks so far. Okay, so when you save, all right, on your menu bar, File, Save As, we're going to save as an HTML file. Now what you need to be sure is that you know where you're saving it. Now do you notice I'm using a structure here where I have created a folder called CIS 207, and in that folder I have a subfolder called Chapter 2, and this is on my desktop. Now you need to know where you're saving your files so you can find them, and this tends to be the hardest part for new students, is working with so many different files. Now notice this also. In the same folder where I am going to save my HTML file, I see this .jpg file. If you don't have this donations.jpg in the same folder of this HTML file, you are not going to see this web page. You're not going to see this image in your web page. All right, so make sure that you save it. All right, well, I'm going to name it lab21.html. I want it to be an HTML file. Okay, so it needs to be a .html file, and I click Save. Now your book is going to tell you to open up your browser and to type in this path, this long path. See this? The path is your entire file name, okay? You're going to have trouble with that. You're going to make typos, and you're not going to be able to find your file. Go to your folder and find the file. Here it is, the HTML file. Right-click on it, open with, and you can open it in the browser of your choice, Firefox, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome. I prefer Google Chrome, so I'm going to click on Google Chrome and open the web page. Okay, this is what you should see at this point. You should see your image, and you should see Community Food Bank. That's as much as we've got done so far. Now I think you can complete the rest of this lab on your own, but let me know if you have problems or if I can help you in any way. Have fun while you learn.